I was able to earn six figures in my first 8 months in the business. But I got to the point that like I was just getting drained and I wasn't feeling emotionally fulfilled. I'd have like 8 to 9 shoots, 18 hours just straight days where it's just like there was no stopping. And like my systems were like so off and I just knew that there was a better way of doing it.
What is it that we've been working on?
We started like laying out my offers. So once I saw the path of how to make the switch, how to get a client from their starting point to their ending point, and then putting all my systems into place, that's what helped me pretty much get started.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another case study video. Super pumped to have my guy Ryan on the call, dropping some sauce on some of the success that he's been having inside of Agency. Ryan, welcome, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
So good. Good now. Cool. Well, I'm really pumped for people to kind of hear your transformation and kind of hear all the successes and what you've been doing to get these successes, because ultimately you're the one that's creating these successes. So, but first, before we get into it, why don't we just share with the people that are listening or watching this a little bit about you, where you're located, and what your agency does.
Cool. Yeah. So my name's Ryan Samuels. I'm located right outside of like Wilmington, Delaware. So I'm right around where Pennsylvania, Delaware, Jersey, Maryland, where they all meet, not too far outside of Philadelphia. A little bit about my background. I started off actually doing like gig economy work. So I was like doing like Uber, Instacart. I remember I used to like sleep in my car in Breckenridge. I kid you not. I used to sleep in I would bring my ski gear and sleep in my car because like the money was so good in Breckenridge. So, but it was like I was sleeping in below temperatures and just trying to figure out like what the hell I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to like start a business, and then I was a UPS driver out there, and I met a woman who has a band, and she asked me once I moved back to the Pennsylvania Delaware area. She asked me to come back and shoot a video for her band. When I was shooting it, I was like, "Oh, this is like I love this! Like creating a video like this. This was awesome. Being able to be on top of Aspen Mountain in the gondola, listen to this group, and I was like, this is what I want to do for a living." So I started I came back, I invested in equipment, I invested in a mentorship, and got into doing video work, and just decided to start my path in real estate. Thought it was a good, easy entry. Like I'm just working with real estate agents, and one of my good friends was like, "Hey, if you're going to offer video, offer photos." So I got a mentorship with that, and I'm always about investing in myself to shorten that learning curve. And I was able to earn six figures in my first 8 months in the business. Actually took off, but I got to the point that like I was just getting drained, and I wasn't feeling fulfilled, like emotionally fulfilled, because I knew my creativity and like what I have to offer is so much more than just going around and taking pictures. I mean, we're doing a little over 100 pictures a month, and it was just. I don't know. It sucked like running around like doing photo shoots for $200, but here I am with these like huge ideas when it comes to marketing and being creative and being able to be held back from that. So I definitely really struggled with that, but I was seeing a lot of success. And then I was just twiddling with the idea for a while that I wanted more of a content agency, and that like fit me and in my vision that I had. And I came across your Instagram, and I was looking at Brantegic and seeing exactly what you do. And I was like, wow, like that is exactly what I want. Like I want to have a studio. I want to bring in a team of other creatives, and it would just be so fun to do that. And I'd be able to help out make more impact rather than taking pictures of houses. Like now I can make more of an impact on a business. Being able to help.
When you were doing like the real estate stuff, like was retainer, like creativity, like even something that you were thinking about doing, or was it like, hey, I'm gonna scale up this, or you just like doing it, you're like, dang, I'm like tired of
No,
this?
I mean I was kind of just winging it. I knew because I was seeing a lot of ads from other like videographers and their courses that the retainer like the retainer model is definitely a better way to go.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, so I wasn't implementing that at all, and it was just all like low end
Yeah.
shoots.
Yeah. Did you try anything like from like a retainer perspective? Like try to get some realtors on retainer or some like local businesses?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't because I didn't have the time.
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
there's like days like that I would have like I don't know like eight to nine shoots, and I would kid you not, it would be like 18 hours just straight days where it's just like
Whoa.
there was no stopping, and it was like wake up, get the pictures delivered, and like my systems were like so off.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it was like it was just getting too much, and I just knew that there was a better way of doing it because I looked at it
Yeah.
and I was like, if I got 8 clients on like a simple offer of like $2,500 a month, like I'd be literally making almost as much as I am with real estate photography, doing 8 3-hour shoots a month rather than doing 100.
Totally.
So
Totally.
yeah,
So you were kind of like burning out just from like the low ticket photography, like low ticket videography
yeah,
work and just like tired of
yeah,
doing the same
and the
thing on the same.
24 hour turnaround, like I wasn't being
Yeah,
able to
crazy.
be my creative self. Which really, I mean, if you're creative and you're just like held back and you can't be creative, like like
Yeah.
it's not a fun feeling to have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So unfulfilled and just wanted to have more of a positive from your time, essentially, is kind of like what I
Yep,
hear where you were. Is
yep,
like just kind of burnt out, mundane, weren't enjoying it.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So and then continue, you joined Agency U and what was the intention of joining Agency U and then what is it that we've been working on?
So the intention was to literally recreate like the same type of business that you had that I saw that you started with Brantegic. Like I said, like I fell in love of what you guys were offering there, how you ran business. So I mean, I was a simple sell because you were exactly what I wanted to create. I said yes right away, and then I got started, and we started like laying out like my offers. And once I saw the path of how to make the switch, how to get a client from their starting point to their ending point, and like creating that attractive offer that would help
Hmm.
like accomplish everything, and then putting all my systems into place. That's what helped me pretty much get started
Yeah. Like we did,
and
we were just
launch.
like, oh, start doing video for all these businesses and just like do 8 videos for them and like just say that you'll do 8 videos for them. Like that's not really what we were sharing with you to do, right?
Yeah. Yep.
What was it specifically that we like like from the offer perspective, I guess. And you can be as transparent as possible. Like you can say verbiage from the program and like
Um,
anything like that, or like anything specific for you. Like I don't really care if people understand like niche outcome,
so
whatever.
so very outcome based.
Yeah.
Like you guys made me, and which is going to help me in my company so much because you put me through the same thing. How I'm going to help my company is figuring out the pain points that these
Hmm.
people are dealing with and how we're going to be able to help solve these pain points and what they're going to be able to achieve. I know it sounds pretty simple, but like, but
It's hard,
it's like
dude.
you
I
don't
mean,
think about it until like
yeah,
someone says it, and you're just like, oh, light bulb goes off.
yeah,
And then so now that when working with my clients, I'm literally running the same thing.
yeah,
So it completely changed my marketing perspective.
yeah.
Just going through that, not only did it help me get clients very quickly, but it's also going to help me as a marketer myself and video strategist for my
Totally.
clients as well.
Yeah. So it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna do 8 videos for you, but we've really worked with you to position it as like you're a marketer and then you're a content agency. Because if you're just delivering content, then you'll be like fly by night. You know, it'll be like it's like nice
Yeah,
to have, but it's a hard sell because people view it as just like, oh, you're giving me content, cool. You know, versus as
exactly.
like being more outcome as a marketing standpoint. Like you have the upper hand as a content, like knowing content that people can now leverage that
Yep.
to excel their marketing and some simple tweaks. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
man. Why don't you maybe share like like what you've been able to achieve? Because I think it's pretty cool in a short period of time, just given your expertise. Like what's been on the other side of like building out the offer and helping you get in front of some people?
Yeah, so I will say that when I first started, I didn't put in everything that I had because it was very, very difficult for me to transition from like the all the real estate stuff because it was like the most money that I've like ever made. Like I was making like low 20s a month, like it's high 20s a
Hmm.
month. Like it was just very difficult to say no. But then one of the coaches were like, dude, just go for it. Just stop saying yes to photo shoots and like just go
Hmm.
with your vision. And I was like, screw it. Like, all right, let's do it. So it literally took me a month just to like be able to come, like to build up the nerve to come public about it. And within my first 2 weeks, I closed 40 grand in contracts. So I put
Insane.
on, I got 5 clients and I have 2 more that are coming on. So if I, and if I'm able to, and working with these clients, if they end up being a whole year client, like I'm looking at already $200,000 a year, and that's just like kicking my real estate photography to the side and not even having any income from that. So it's literally I just completely
Crazy.
re-raised in 2 weeks, just because I
Yeah.
had like that really attractive offer. And being able to go through the whole script that you guys teach with sales and I don't know, you guys just laid the foundation and all I just had to follow it
Yeah.
and it was that easy.
It's working. And now, so you have like, let's just say 6 to 8 clients. Now you're doing 8 shoots, not 100 shoots,
Yeah.
or eight to
Yep.
10, whatever the number is, 8, 10, 20, whatever it could be, but
Yeah.
significantly less than what you're used to doing.
Yeah. So I mean, even if once I get to 10 clients, I mean, I'll be out in the field for, let's say, on the high end, like 50 hours for the month, where I would
Yeah.
be out in the field a week, like 65 hours a
Ugh.
week.
Yeah. To make the same amount of money, and then you're driving around and all that other stuff, like the quick turnarounds.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember like getting texts. Like what's really just pushed me over the edge is when I was just getting texts at like 8 o'clock in the morning from realtors and being like, "Hey, when are my photos going to be in?" And I'm just like, "Really? Like we just saw
Yeah.
them." Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It just
Yeah.
didn't sit right with me. So I just knew I just wanted more. And was able to, yeah, have success with
100%.
the program. So
So what specifically like in the program do you think has been like most paramount for you? Is it like the one-to-ones, like the offer, like is it the like what specifically stands out to you? Because it sounds like you've been in other mentorships before, but like
many. Yep.
to get the results that you've gotten so fast, like what from ours has been most beneficial to you?
I think the one-on-one offer
Hmm. And
and
working specifically on what?
the what do you mean
You
by that?
said offer. I mean,
This,
you said
oh,
offer.
no,
So
yeah,
working
yeah.
on the offer.
So the offer for like the retainer. So
Yeah.
so the exact offer and using what like you for using like the pain points on how to create that offer to make it attractive
Yeah.
was probably one of the biggest things. But it was more just that one-on-one experience is like, hey, like we're gonna have you guys, you had me first go through and do market research, list the pain points of everyone, or the my ideal avatar, like the pain points that they're dealing with, and like going through those steps that I never thought of until I joined the
Hmm.
program is what made me create that really creative offer.
Hmm.
And I mean that's just like the icing on the cake. But I mean there's so much deeper stuff that I'm still going through, like especially with like setting up like systems and automations on the back end. Like all that stuff, like I had no clue about. I don't even know what Notion was. And then
Yeah.
like you guys started using this, and I'm like, oh my God, like
Yeah.
this is such a great thing to implement. And then yeah, you just have all the systems already in place, and I just had to put it into my business.
Totally. Yeah, it's like pretty much copy and paste for the most part, would you say?
Yep. Yeah, for sure. And then I just yeah, my momentum campaign, I literally scripted.
Mm-hmm.
exactly what you guys said. And I mean, within 2 days, I closed three people, which was one was paid in full for 6 months for 12
Sick.
grand. The other one was a 3 month for 2,500, and the other one was 3 months for 2,500, and that was literally within 2 days.
Crazy. Just by following the roadmap. Like you didn't have
Yep.
to like reinvent the wheel or anything. You just kind of did exactly what was in front of you.
Yeah, I literally took the post that you guys had, and then I just filled in my
Nice.
pain points. That was for because originally I was thinking about like just working with businesses, but because I already had such a market in real estate and like an
Yeah.
impact in the real estate market, I was like, hey, like I need to market to these people first
Yeah.
because I already have um, those connections, and then yeah, and then there's a lot of people that are just like, this
Mm.
sounds incredible. There's no one else around here that's offering like
Yeah.
this type of content for realtors.
Yeah.
So I'm
And it
excited
doesn't
to.
work that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's killer, man. What would you say to somebody who's watching this and they're like, are these guys legit? Like, is this like a real thing? Can this actually help me? Like, cause likely that's what, if I'm watching this and I'm considering agency U, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what would you say to that person?
I would say just do it. Um, honestly, like I've been in so many mentorships and the oh, wait, can you hear me right now?
Yep, I got you.
Okay, sorry. But yeah, I've been in so many mentorships, and the best thing that you can do for yourself is to invest in you, invest in you because that's going to help you grow. I mean, I turned my investment, I just in 2 weeks, like 5 times my investment,
Yeah.
like that, and it's going to like there's I'm looking at this model now, and I was like, there's no way that I can't turn this into a seven-figure business in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like just 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys have that foundation. You have that success. There's multiple people that are hitting seven figures or six figures a month in the program, and being able to kind of just like learn from you all and not recreate the wheel. I would just say like just do it. Just get
Killer.
started. Take quicker action than I did because you'll get quicker results that way once you do become part of the program. But I'm
Mhm.
definitely very thankful that I went with this program.
Yeah. Then why did you choose agency U versus like all the other ads that you were getting, as you mentioned earlier, just out of curiosity? And then like,
Um,
is that decision right or whatever? Or like
so
what
so
makes
I've
it stand out versus all the other ones that you chose as well, or that you've been in
um,
as
so yeah so I've been in a couple. There's a couple that I joined because I figured that like there might be some other things that I might be able to pick up in other mentorships and kind of like put them together.
well?
Um, but once I kind of saw how you guys ran everything, even after I purchased those other mentorships, I've been
Hmm.
just like 100% just deep diving into yours because the way that you had have everything laid out, it just makes it so simple.
Nice. Killer. Cool, man. Well, Ryan, thanks for your time. Congrats on all the success in such a short period of time. You were just getting going too. You haven't even
Yeah,
finished. So you'll be seven figures in no time. Pretty
yeah,
confident in that. So
yeah, for sure.